Halloween is just around the corner and I am so excited about pumpkin spice everything, the leaves changing colors, and most of all, carving pumpkins with pumpkin masters. Before we get started, we're going to need a few things: a pumpkin carving kit, a pumpkin, some plastic wrap, scissors, and water. The pattern used for this video will take about 10 minutes to prep and carve. Carving an amazing looking pumpkin doesn't have to be frustrating. It's what you use to carve that makes a big difference. Pumpkin Masters provides tools and makes it simple. The starter saw is used to first carve a hole in the top or bottom of the pumpkin. The scraper scoop scrapes the inner walls and reduces the thickness, removes seeds and strings. The utility saw is used for easy areas that are simple and broad. The detail saw is used for harder areas like sharp angles and small curves. The drill is used to create holes, transfer patterns, and push out carved pieces. The pumpkin carving kit features 10 new patterns every year. Each pattern has a mastery level indicator. One dark pumpkin is the easiest, with 4 dark pumpkins being the most challenging and also take the longest to carve. For this video, we will carve a level 2 pattern. Pick your pattern and cut off the carving tips from the bottom. The tips let you know exactly which part of the pumpkin to carve in the right order. We will use the tips once we start carving. The instructions are located on the inside cover of the kit. Now it's time to carve. First, use a starter saw to carve an opening at the top or bottom of the pumpkin. We recommend to carve out the bottom because the stem will add character to the finished look, and nobody likes to see that noticeable cut line near the top. Use the scraper scoop to clean out the seeds and strings. It is small enough to fit inside the pumpkin and tough enough to scrape the inside. Once the seeds and strings are out, scrape the inside of the area you plan to carve until the wall is about 1 inch thick. This is going to make carving a lot easier. Now it's time to wet the pattern. Wetting the pattern will allow it to stick to the pumpkin. Press the pattern to the same side of the pumpkin that you scraped earlier. And it doesn't have to be perfect, there will be crease lines. Stretch the plastic wrap over the whole pattern and pumpkin. Then smooth the plastic wrap across the pattern if necessary. Remember those tips we cut earlier? The tips will show to start carving from the center and to work outward. For this pattern, start with a detail saw since the angles and curves are narrow for the eyes. Carve your pumpkin on a sturdy surface. If you're carving it on your lap, hold the pumpkin tight. If the pattern begins to get too ragged while carving, use more plastic wrap. Now use the utility saw since the angles and curves are simpler. When finished, peel off the remaining plastic wrap and pattern paper, then wipe your pumpkin with a rag or paper towel to reveal your masterpiece. Finally, there's one more thing to bring your creation to life. Light the pumpkin with any Pumpkin Masters battery-operated light. Happy Halloween!
Master your pumpkin with Pumpkin Masters.